the very advantage of being a woman in serving the communities because probably it is innate, inherent in us to have the nurturing soul. I am Ibrahim, a nurse from Cotabato Regional and Medical Center for more than 22 years. The reason why I took up nursing is because I have a high regard for those people who are actually caring for the sick. In our family, marami naman yung mga doktor, nurses. Somehow, I have seen the beauty of being in a medical field. And siguro as I grew up, yun yung nag-inspire, no? For me to really pursue nursing. You look at the 20 years, every day is the best moment for being a nurse. No? Kasi every day is a different experience. All of those experiences is actually an eye-opener for you. But there are people that needs to be touched and that you as an individual can do something. I am fan of volunteering. No? Before the Marawi siege, I have been volunteering in many community activities. Yung dito sa locals namin, sumasama ako sa mga medical missions, nag-lecture sa mga barangay related to health. The greatest of it was that I was able to participate in the medical mission of the remote area medicine or the RAM Philippines that was held in Marawi. So pumunta kami after the Marawi siege and we conducted medical and surgical mission there together with the different doctors who are members of RAM Philippines. We also have a chance to go to Sulu with the same group. We also visited different municipalities there and then conducted a medical and surgical mission. So it was a great experience for me that I was able to, serve my co-bangsamoros during those time na nasa critical na condition rin sila. What is more fulfilling for me is that hindi lahat ng tao binibigyan ng oportunidad na makapagserbisyo. Before the pandemic, I had an experience of developing modules for the prevention of emerging and emerging infectious disease. This was because of the training that I had when there was Ebola. Through the pandemic, I was able to show our organization the commitment that I have. So because there was some kind of medyo limitado yung resources and the opportunity in our organization, I can see that there is a need for us to strengthen infection control to our community. We have to educate our public health in terms of preventing infections. So I see the need to capacitate the public health so that we will be able to congest our patients. We come up with training our public health. We started with our district hospitals. While we are capacitating, while we are strengthening our response to COVID-19, hindi din kaming nakalimot na tumulong din sa kalapit lugar namin to give the training on prevention of COVID-19 among healthcare workers. Aside from that, we have been invited. So nagto-talk ako sa mga offices and I talk to the parents and to the pupils on how they're going to prevent COVID. What actually encourages me to really work hard is nasa isip na kailangan mag-survive tayo. Kailangan gawin natin yung part natin para magkatulong tayo na hindi tayo maubos. The strengthening of awareness to the community or to the people is really significant in helping everyone to be educated on how they're going to prevent the infection or the COVID-19, on how they're going to prevent further transmission to other people. Because if they have the necessary knowledge, they will be able to take part and know by themselves na merely practicing the health protocols will actually prevent them from acquiring the infection. Kasama ka sa response team in the hospital, no? So, ikaw yung isa sa mga nag-lead, hatidin yung oras mo. At the same time, kailangan mo din i-address yung need ng hospital, need ng patient mo. At the same time, kailangan mo din tingnan yung outside of the hospital. So, you have to weigh things and have the priorities. And also, for example, if you want to conduct an orientation or a lecture, hindi naman lahat ng sa community maganda ang signal. Nung nag-lockdown, I was not able to go to the area kasi lockdown na. Yun yung mga challenges that we faced. Despite of the challenges that we have faced, it always inspires me to serve the people. Ako kasi yung tipong tao na guided by the principle na in your capacity, you have to do your best. And then, as much as possible, kung meron kang magawang mabuti or meron kang may tulong o may ambag, then you have to do it. Because it's an opportunity. It's actually a blessing that ikaw yung nagsishare, na ikaw yung may nagagawa sa iba. I think the thing that I love for being a nurse is the selfless care that you actually give to the sick. Kasi ito yung panahon na nangangailangan ng kapwa mo. Ito yung panahon that they are at their lowest point. My greatest dream in the healthcare system is I am wishing or hoping to see that everybody is given the opportunity to be taken care of with the most advanced healthcare facility that they have, that everybody will have the access. And at the same time, I dream that yung bang wala nang magbabayad, lahat pwede mong ma-access kahit na walang-wala ka. Pinanganak na tayo to care, to nurture other people. So, madali mo na lang gampanan, madali ka na lang mag-reach out to the community or to others because you are aware. Inherent na sa atin ang how to nurture other people. Aside from that, sanay na din tayo to play a different roles. We care for our family because we are working, we become more productive, and also we have the chance to also work with the community. So with the multiple tasks na nasanayan na natin, it makes it easier for us to actually serve others or serve the community. My message for my fellow women, I just wish that we will continue doing our part in creating a society that is also responsible, value-oriented, and also who care for others. So we should not stop. Whatever challenges we face, we just have to continue because this is an opportunity that not everyone is being blessed with. So we have to take this opportunity to serve more, to care more, and to nurture more our people.
Part of a Filipina that I really love is we are known around the world as being caring and being resilient despite all of life's challenges. Even if we went through calamities, a pandemic even, none of that will ever bring us down. I'm Isabela Blancas, the social entrepreneur founder of One Closet. It all started around mid-2017 when my parents and I came here to Butuan. I assisted my dad in a social entrepreneurship bootcamp. And the idea of social entrepreneurship intrigued me, and I was fascinated by the idea of a business that goes beyond profit and aims to help other people as well. The more that I learned about it, the more that I was truly hooked by the idea. When we went to Lake Cebu for a family vacation, as I bonded and played with the children of the Tiboli tribe, I came upon an epiphany that I wanted to help children in Mindanao with their educational needs. After that, I approached my parents and I told them on the way back home to Manila that I wanted to establish my own social enterprise. And when I told them that, they supported me, and eventually that's how One Closet blossomed. As a child, I can say that I've always been entrepreneurial. Two of my greatest influences are my parents because they instilled in me the nature of wanting to care for other people and showing concern for others. They like to bring me and my brother to orphanages to spend our birthdays there. One Closet is called One Closet because we share one closet in renting the dresses out. And our concept was actually very simple since it started in December 17, 2017. What happened was we asked donations of pre-loved or old dresses from fashionistas, socialites, and fashion designers. We always thought about how there are a lot of socialites that don't really like repeating their outfits more than once. And we thought, why not take advantage of that kind of trait of theirs and make good use of it? To be honest, One Closet is focusing more on our social mission, and all of our earnings went to supporting our charity work. When we rent these lovely dresses out to the beautiful women of Butuan, they're not only experiencing the Cinderella moment, but they feel good because they're able to share and give back to charity because part of our profit goes to helping the children of Agusan del Norte with their education. In May 2019, we organized the Rusty Lagare Charity Fashion Show, where we featured the dresses of an internationally known fashion designer from Butuan. And with that show, we were able to raise a total of 180,000 pesos for both of our beneficiaries. And after that, during the pandemic, we had the Valentine's Day trunk show, and we were able to feature dresses from designers of Butuan, CDO, and Davao. And One Closet was also able to feature its own collection of RTW or ready-to-wear dresses with Malong Inool fabric accents from Maguindanao. Besides from the Valentine's Day trunk show, we also had a bazaar that helped micro-entrepreneurs in bouncing back from the COVID fallout. We help marginalized children because we believe, cliche as it may sound, that they truly are the hope of our nation. When we help them, I feel that they inspire me to forge ahead because like them, I also experienced depression. They are also coping with depression after what they went through, and yet they're able to go throughout life and still be able to go on with their future with a bright outlook. We experienced a lockdown in March 2020, and it has been a very difficult time for businesses. The supply of materials and goods and the movement of people, it was hindered by the pandemic. And for One Closet, it was the cancellation of social events that was one of the greatest impacts. And in March 2020, we had to temporarily close our shop, which has greatly affected our sales. But like I said, we have to keep pushing through despite all of this. At the onset of the pandemic, we started collaborating with fellow entrepreneurs in creating face masks. And when there came a time that there was a demand for PPE suits in Butuan, We decided to ask help from our donors to purchase materials, and we were able to get volunteer. And then later on, our friends from Luzon were able to approach us and ask us for help in producing PPEs there in Luzon. In Butuan and Agusan del Norte, we were able to donate a total of 837 to frontline doctors and nurses. And for Luzon, we're able to donate about 4,000 PPE suits from Pangasinan to Bicol. And I can say that throughout the time that we were helping out, I think it was through God's miracle that we were able to achieve all this. And of course, through the help of our supporters, our donors, and our volunteers as well. My parents would always tell me that it is our moral obligation to help. And we didn't want to just be sitting ducks throughout this ordeal. So we decided that we would do our best to provide protection to our frontliners because it would help bolster our first line of defense against COVID. All of the PPE suits that we donated are medically grade, and we followed the right design, and it was the right fabric as well. We also had the fashion PPEs, which had the right fabric as well, taffeta fabric, but we incorporated a bit of the inaol fabric design so that we could add a bit of culture to make it look pretty and also to show a bit of the Mindanaoan culture pride. For the donated PPEs, we shared them with frontline doctors and nurses, and for our fashion PPEs, most of them were sold to our female clients in Manila. The doctors and nurses truly appreciated our initiative to donate the PPE suits because at that time there was a lack of PPEs. And as for our female clients, they also really liked the design of our PPEs and how unique they were and how we were able to incorporate the beautiful Mindanaoan fabric and Mindanaoan culture. My parents always tell me that we should always help others what I can. We always feel as if we are being taken care of by God because I believe that He appreciates how we strive to do our best in helping others. And I think that would go the same for others who also do their best in being able to help the less fortunate than them. And I know that God will never abandon those who choose to be good to other people. The satisfaction that we feel is something that I cannot really describe. My family has gone through a lot of challenges throughout this pandemic. I myself still battling through depression. However, we were still able to stay afloat by God's grace. By nature, I believe that women are always nurturing and caring, especially mothers, for they have to tend to and care for their children. Being caring is part of someone's core. I, for one, was brought up with being caring as part of my core, and that is something that I practice every day. My message for my fellow Filipinas would be to keep on going, to pray and to do good continuously. And in other words, how we say it in Bisaya is padayon.